MobilityWOD. Kelly Starrett here with Sean McBride. We're talking about recovering tips for 17.5. Now we know a lot of jumping on feet and a lot of up and down motions. So what we're going to do is give you some variations on things we know you've seen before. So first and foremost, don't forget about the bottom of your feet. A lot of like impulse loading, 350 reps.
Right, you finish and you rip your shoes off.
Boom, I'm out of here. And like in our gym, we start drinking beer and eating tacos right away, which is not necessarily the greatest foot recovery. So here's what we want to do. If you have a Voodoo band, these three things we're going to give you are all done better with a Voodoo band. But the first is that you could Voodoo the bottom of your feet and then smash while Voodooing. We call that Voodoo smash. If not, get yourself a lacrosse ball and go ahead and just restore the sliding surfaces of your feet. Just a minute or two of waving back and forth from side to side and on the heel pays massive, massive dividends. We love the Voodoo floss around the foot as well, but if you don't have a Voodoo floss, don't be afraid to smash. Number two, Sean, we're gonna skip your calves for a second and go back up to your quads. Now what Sean is doing is he's wrapping the Voodoo band just above the kneecap, and he's just trying to get a good, what we call layered length. That's a layered. So he's got a good chunk of that, and he's gonna work on that lower part of the leg, especially that VMO, the insertion of that adductor, and then he's gonna get on his stomach on a roller, and we call this Voodoo smashing. So what's happening is we're able to make a big, and if you don't have the cradle, lift your leg up, Sean. Even a single lacrosse ball or roller of choice will work. What this allows him to do, go ahead and get back on the roller, is that we can work locally in the pressure around the quads, and then also because we've basically trapped the entire circumferential sheath of the musculature, we have a bigger impart on having the localized muscles and the fascia sort of affect its neighbor. And that's really what we're trying to do here. Notice that he's breathing, working in and out. He's going side to side, not back and forth. And if he finds an ugly spot, he can either contract or flex back and forth. Now here's the biggie, because all the jumping. So what we're gonna do for the finisher, the finale, quick Voodoo floss of the calf. We say we like 50% tension, 50% overlap. So that's 50% tension in the band, overlapping about 50%. Get as much of a bite as you can, especially down to the Achilles, lower calf, below the gastroc down to the heel. Get that wrap, leave yourself an escape. And then we're gonna do something we call the bone saw. What I want you to do is go ahead and just get into a position where you're leaning on your leg, and then you're just gonna use your other leg and sit back and try to seesaw back and forth. Notice if you don't have a Voodoo band, it still works. But we think this is gorgeous with your own leg, and the Voodoo allows me to trap and capture the entire sort of length of that fascia. So notice I can sit on it and then pull all the way across and push all the way across. I can sit back, I can bounce back and forth. Give yourself at most, or that's not true, at least 2 minutes per one of these interventions. This is the perfect thing. We are set up in the MobilityWOD living room because all of these things don't require much equipment, and you can do them while you're watching your favorite TV show, so you can get ready for 17.6. See you guys tomorrow.